Hey guys! Welcome to a build. An actual Sims 4 build. I know, it's been a while. There's a good reason for this. One, this build was actually done before I actually did this build. I'm only doing commentary right now. Took me a long enough time. I did this build late last year, and I've been wanting to put commentary over it. It was part of a collaboration for Ali Sim, and check her out. I'll leave a link about right now so you can check her out. She does a lot more on Twitch than she does on YouTube now, so you can check her on Twitch. It's part of a Disney collab, and what I chose, I don't know if all the collabs were fully, I haven't spoken to her about it, if all the collabs were shown, or how they were shown or whatever. I didn't see a video up on it, but it's whatever she wants to do. I won't complain. Priorities change sometimes, but I wanted to put I decided, I wanted to put this build up anyway, and show you guys what I've made. As you can see from the title, probably this is inspired by The Little Mermaid. I could have gone for something more. It's like any Disney property, basically. Could have gone for something, more literal, but I went for something more abstract. And the idea is there is the above water world, and then there's the below water world. That's the idea for the build. Obviously, the below water world is inspired by is inspired by obviously the villains, and what's the name? Yeah, Ursula. I think I have that right. Is it Ursula? Um. Anyway, I took her color. I took her colors, the colors and the darkness, and the drama and vibrance, and actual a little bit of fabulousness. If you didn't know, Ursula was inspired by a famous drag queen. Don't recall the name right now, but it was Ursula was inspired. You could look it up easily, I'm sure. She was inspired by a famous drag queen, and you can tell. It's. I kind of like her because she's so fabulous. The above ground is obviously the world above. The window is inspired by the castle. All the light, all the whites and marbles, and the royal feel, if you were to say. And what I just added in is essentially a secret door. It is a secret door that allows you to go to the underwater side of this, beautiful fancy world, and to create. This is honestly one of my favorite builds I've ever done, which is another reason why I wanted to show this to you. The upstairs has a kitchen. It has an office. It has, I believe, it turns into office. We shall see on that. Dining area. All things royal. All things what gentlemen and ladies really do. It it's that kind of, you'll see, you'll probably see from the thumbnail that the water does show up. That there will be, that will be surrounded by water. And so you're going to get that same feel of the outside world. Oh yeah, I want to, now that I've explained some things, I want to explain yeah, the main reason why is why it's taken, haven't done any a lot as much Sims 4, otherwise than creative Sims lately. While is Assassin's Creed Odyssey took up pretty much all my gaming time. It required a lot of my gaming time because the game is massive. Not that I love the game, I adore it. But I finished capturing it. You can, and episodes of it will be showing for quite a good amount of time. So now I have more time to do Sims, to focus on other games, and I can, and obviously that's why I'm doing this right here. Well, stuff coming up here, I am looking to bring back Life with Taylor, and if you guys don't know, it's been a while because of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. All other games had to be put on hold for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I had to just fully invest into that journey. But now I can bring it back. If you want to catch up on my Life with Taylor Sims 4 Let's Play, there is the playlist on my page. Like, on my main YouTube page, you will find the Life with Taylor playlist, and you can catch up on the events and be all caught up when a new Life with Taylor premieres. And you know what's funny enough? I was working, before I started Odyssey, I was working on the next episode 13. But then when I thought, okay, do both. No. When I start working on Odyssey, it's just like, okay, the production just came to a halt. But I can continue, but I will finish that episode, and I promise. And I want you guys to continue to watch Life with Taylor, because it's a very important series to me. It's incredibly important. So that will be coming back. I intend to do a lot more. I intend to do more builds. Sims 4 has been scarce on my channel lately. It really has been. Some of you guys didn't even know I was a simmer. I bet, but I am. It's just, if you guys were playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, if you guys were doing a walkthrough on it, you guys wouldn't be playing much Sims either. So, yeah, I've planned Life with Taylor, builds, and of course the occasional creative sim. I might even ramp up production of Life with Taylor. I might even do that, and there'll be more episodes than, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 a month. I might do more episodes. I might do 3 or 4 Life with Taylor episodes a month. It takes a lot of production, but who knows? I might do that, because I want to really reinvest in the Sims community. Okay, otherwise in the Sims, as you know, I'm working on the Lego Movie 2 game. It premiered very recently, and it's been a really fun ride, and I'm on the late end of capturing it, so it shouldn't be too long before I'm done capturing that. For you guys that know about it, I'm going to be starting a long-term series Like Life with Taylor is a long-term series of a game called called sorry about it. Sorry about that. It's just late. It's just late right now. I want to get something out to you for Monday. It's called a game called My Time in Portia, and some of you guys know about it. Some of you guys might not know about it, but I'm sure you will fall in love with it. The episodes won't be all the time, but it will be a long term. It will be a long term series, sort of a adventure, sort of like adventure building, some farming. There's some animals there. There are some enemies. There's it's a lot. It's a lot of wonderful stuff. I've watched others play the game, especially Tam's plays, and I'll put the link up here. If I don't do that, I will at least leave it in the description. The video I intend to put the link up there, and she does My Time in Portia, and she does the game. She inspired me to play the game, to be honest. You know, she's one of the reasons why I know about the game. I'm sure you guys will adore it. It is an adorable game. I had that going on. Now, some of you guys are asking about streaming. It's just trying to fit in. It's just like how I figure out what I am going to stream. I'm going to stream. Here's it. First to say, My Time in Portia, I'll be doing it two ways. I think I will be doing. I will have a PC version that I'm going to be streaming, along with Sims 4, because I don't want to be like just a Sims streamer. Like, I will be starting live streaming. Not all the time, but I will do it. I don't want to stream just Sims 4. So, I want to do My Time in Portia to, variety. It's not just Sims. And then I will be capturing on PS4 for a walkthrough. It's a different experience, and I won't be putting the streamed version up on YouTube because I'll have a walkthrough version that will be going up, that will be happening. So I don't want to get in the way of I don't want any confusion, right? I'm also intending to do Uncharted 1. Eventually I'm thinking I want to go through all the Uncharted games, just like I went through all the modern Tomb Raider games. Especially since I know that there will be I've heard that there's going to be a new Uncharted game for PlayStation 5 when it comes out, and no doubt there will be. So I want to be ready for that. I really do. There's Uncharted 1. There are a bunch of games. Nintendo Switch. I am going to be doing Nintendo Switch games. I'm thinking I want to do Yoshi, but we'll see if I get to it in time. Eventually want to do Yoshi's Crafted World. But it depends on if I get to it in time before a game I like even more, like Pokemon Sword and Shield, or Luigi's Mansion 3, or a new Luigi's Mansion game. If those games come out, I'm going to do that instead, to be honest. I love Yoshi, but I love Luigi's Mansion and Pokemon more. It's how it works. It's just how it works. So I'm talking about the build. The build. As you see, Ursula likes to have a lot of fun. There's a karaoke station. It's a club. It feels like as a club kind of environment. There are these dark angular there are these dark angular there's these dark shades, angular shapes, all that, just reminiscent of the underwater feel of the Little Mermaid. And I tell you thing, I know it was a classic already when I was a kid, but the Little Mermaid, it's one of my favorite Disney animated things ever. It's like under the sea. It's pretty magical. It is a really magical film. You know, I still have a place in my heart for it. That's why I chose the Little Mermaid. This is Ursula's room. It is all dark and dramatic. It's all dark and dramatic. It exudes power, as you can see. Also, I did the karaoke thing because if you know the Little Mermaid, sorry for spoilers. Like, if anyone hasn't seen the Little Mermaid, Ursula pretty much steals Ariel's beautiful voice, and why not show that in with some clubbing, a DJ environment? Why not? Why not? So I'm gonna do Ariel's room in a little bit, and it'll exemplify, like, you seen the start of the movie. You have all these things she collects, being quite the dreamer. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see that in a little bit. Oh, and as for another thing that I've talked about, that my music, I'm working on an EP that I want to make sure, like, what music you put out, what music I put out. Yeah, I mean, you put out music, and then it matters. It matters that you put out. You can't just put out anything, you know? You have to make sure it's you have to make sure it has the best sound you could possibly ever have. You want, I mean, you want to make a great impression. So I want to make sure the EP sounds amazing. I have everything set up. I have songs written. I'm starting to do some demoing of songs. And especially since I'm not working on Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I can make that happen. Which is great. It's going to be basically indie music. Basically the indie genre, within the indie genre. Because that's the kind of music I love making the most. I'm influenced by a lot of different genres, but my music is definitely going to be indie. And I'm not saying like the word indie, just like it's a little different, so it's indie. And I'm not meaning that. I'm talking about the actual indie as a genre. That's where my music tends to be in. But I'm influenced by a lot of top 40 pop as well. But it's not. Yeah, the music is going. Also say that the music is not going to be nearly as optimistic as I am in the videos, because we're all human. We're all human, and the goal of my videos is I don't want is like happiness. I want everyone to be happy. My music though, I experience things that are not fun as what just as like any of you experience like things that aren't fun. So it comes from that. It comes from it comes from what I basically you'll get to know me more as a person is what I'm saying. Will it be all sad? No. Will it be all happy? No. It's just get a feel for you get a feel for things I've been through, a lot of venting off of, of things that might be sad, right? Someone's got and I think you guys are going to love it. I think you will. Oh, a funny thing is I'm so tempted to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey like DLC. But knowing how much time it takes, I might casually do it and eventually show it. Or I might decide to not do it because it takes so much time. But I don't know. I feel so indebted to the story of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I feel so indebted to it. I feel such a connection to Cassandra, and more than average in video games. And that's saying a lot. You see her collections of stuff coming into play. Because Cassandra usually I don't play DLCs. Usually I don't touch game DLCs. I just move on to the next game. She dreams of the what's beyond. She does. I don't usually play DLCs for games, but I am so tempted to for Odyssey because I love it so much. But if I do, it will be at a later time because I'd probably take my time on it and not try to just get it right away. So, yeah. When you see I've finished Odyssey, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the final bit of Odyssey content that's going to come out. It doesn't mean that at all. There's going to be more Odyssey content that will happen. Maybe, hopefully, probably. I don't know. There might be more Odyssey content, and I really want to do it. But no, Garrett, but I might not. So, it's just I don't know. I feel so attached to it, and I know that the DLC is really good. I know that. But usually, I don't do DLC. Usually, plus, I don't want to do any spoilers, but I will say I get better at. You notice I make it glass because there's a lot of like glass in the movie, right? The grandeur, right? But yeah, I get over time through Odyssey, I got better and better and better at the game till I got I eventually will get become super amazing at the game. It's hard to, that's not spoilers, I don't think. That's just standard stuff, right? That you're gonna get better and better at a game until you get really good at it, or at least much better than when you started. And that's no different than with Odyssey for me, and I wanted to just sort of want to keep playing it, but no guarantees. No guarantees there. What else? Maybe I could offer you guys some facts about myself that you might not know. I am excellent. I'm an excellent cook. I'm not talking about, oh, I could throw together a nice casserole or what, or whatever kind of, or I know how to make homemade mac and cheese. I don't mean that. I mean, I could cook near professionally, but I don't want to do it as a job. I don't like cooking as a job, but I can cook near professionally if I feel like putting in the effort. It just it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing for me. Other things. I'm a great artist, except I don't draw as often as I want sometimes because there's so little time, and so many different artistic things you can do. I I love fashion. I do like fashion. Don't always have the funds to explore fashion like I want, but I do love fashion. I love I love interior design. I'm passionate about interior design and aesthetics. As you can tell, as you can tell probably from this build, interior design isn't hard for me. As you can tell, I am very I'm I'm quite passionate about interior design, and so yeah, that's one thing. That's another thing I do. There's I know I'm answering questions you guys might ask. You know, I'm sure you guys will like this. What do I do when I'm saying not? What do I do when I'm not doing games or cooking or whatever? I do like fitness. I do love fitness and working out. I love to eat I love eating healthy. I don't tend to have fast food. And okay, I don't drink alcohol often. I don't tend to like caffeine. It's not for religious reasons, trust me. I'm not really religious. I'm not I'm respectful of anyone who has their own religion, but I'm not I wouldn't say I'm very religious myself. But if you got your own if you got a religion you follow, good on you. Just saying that, like, it's not religion is not a reason why I don't tend to drink a lot of alcohol. I'm not like go for religious reasons. Nah. I am passionate about music. I passionate about like playlists. I create Spotify. I make these Spotify playlists, and that I would love to show you guys, but you can't you can't hype Spotify playlists for entertainment purposes because it's for personal use, not for entertainment purposes. I know how it goes. Otherwise, I'd play my Spotify playlist on stream. It's what I'd if I could, but that's not how it works, unfortunately. So I look for me. I'm often always looking for music and new music I could listen to. Like I know where to find it, and oh god, it's too much. And if you think music is limited, I would tell you there's too much good music out there. More good music out there than I could possibly listen to. I guess I have to be picky. I have to be picky and just say, okay, I can't listen to all the music. I have to be listen to some of the music. Let's talk more about the build, right? I've talked enough about myself. Now, you see, you have this, you have elegance. You have an elegance to this build that I hope you guys like this build, because I hope you think it fits the Little Mermaid, what Little Mermaid represents, what the movie feels like, and it's on the gallery. I'll tell you, it's on the gallery under PinkwaveGamer. On the Sims 4 gallery, look for PinkwaveGamer. You will Little Mermaid. I think Little Mermaid collab. Yeah, that's where you'll find it. So you can download this place. There's no CC. There's no custom content. But there's a lot of packs. These are, obviously, I'm showing the pictures now. The screenshots. I would say this has been one of my favorite builds I've ever done. It's so out of the box. I think I topped myself. I could hardly believe that I even came up with this. I blew my own mind. It's just a beautiful build that I'd like to spend time in sometimes to get away from it all, or party in the bottom, in the basement. I would so love to just have this as a vacation house sometimes. I could go for a swim. Oh, it's a beautiful place. Right, sure. I hope you guys have loved this build too, and enjoyed my rambling commentary this episode. I think you guys liked it, because you guys could see learn more about me too. What's wrong with learning more about me, right? Nothing wrong with learning more about me as a person. Perhaps when I do more builds, I do intend to do more builds, you might get to know a little more about me even. Wouldn't that be awesome, guys? But I think this will be the end of the episode, I believe. Please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, or even hit that bell icon to join the notification squad. I truly appreciate all the support. Bye, guys!